back with another episode of the James Madison Dukes Dynasty. Today we have the 16th ranked Dukes facing off against 2-8 Marshall in a Sunbelt matchup. We'll go with the all purple uniforms for today. We'll go with the gold helmet. We have the advantage over Marshall, and we will go ahead and kick off as we try to redeem our undefeated season.
Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field for the first possession of the game. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
He's still developing.
And you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade their position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Back to pass, it's Grant. Quickly to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. Marshall lines up, just needing a few inches on third down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And he does not get it on the quarterback.
You're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard from the moment the defensive line got in there and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
So the James Madison Dukes offense will go to work for the first time. They're led by a sensational signal caller. And Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary. And there might be a few of them.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game, this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time. You know that's when the quarterback's going to go after him.
I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're in a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Turns it on in midfield.
If he makes it and makes the magic happen and gets in the end zone for the Dukes.
He got a step and just
Barnett's first pass of the game is a touchdown.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways. And they
Barkley
do it
is
so
looking to
well,
take
so
the single
explosive.
season
They can
to
put
prove it.
small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
The third play drive for the Dukes.
On that three-play scoring drive.
They
Kickoff
pick
here
it
on
off.
the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the
Marshall
25.
offense comes back
The
on the
Marshall
field.
offense makes its way back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll knock
He
him down
loses
for a
3
loss of a
yards on a
couple.
read option.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last
Brought
time
down
out.
by
They knew
Jordan
coming into
Thomas.
this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Looking to throw, it's Grant. Snagged out of the air. And he's got enough for the
And
first
they
down.
give
It'll
him
be
the
at the
first down to
35.
the forward toggle.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he dropped it, just
He
didn't
dropped
put the thing all the way
for the
in.
first
Well, it
incomplete.
doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Fires to the tight end. There he goes.
Beautiful
They
deep for a
finally
drop
get him on
play.
the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right front.
Really good coverage
The
by this
deep
defense. They
force,
were aware of
another
everyone on the
incompletion
field,
with
and
his
including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and
If
drop that
there's
football.
an injured
He was
Sunday
looking for
hurt on the
someplace to put his
field,
foot in the ground, but the defense
it's
was
3rd and
everywhere. He's
15.
knocked down behind the line. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a
The
choice.
Dukes
Just had
are
to throw
able
that
to
one
force
away. It'll be
another
fourth
punt after
down.
not
The
getting
punt
sacked.
team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Setting up the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back.
In motion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's
He hit
Fleming.
Fleming for
And
a
an
5-yard
absolutely
gain.
fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it,
There's a
go make
flag.
tackles, live to fight another down.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right?
He
It doesn't
takes
take
the
any
first
talent or
down.
lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They'll run the option. The pitch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Jackson gained
This
3
offense is
on
perfectly
the play.
fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Shoots it to the left. He's got it
Some
open.
halfway
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it over 22.
Barkley
And the
now
Dukes
is
getting
100%
set on 1st and 10.
today.
He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground, but not
Barnett
before he
gets us to
rumbles
the
all the way to the 5.
goal line. forward.
Defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has
First
to be
and goal.
accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense moving forward now.
Get a game too.
Defense,
I'm
they've got to
afraid.
settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. That's a really nice job by this defense, maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the... It's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Passes have been touchdowns.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the counter play. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Few tackles. In the quarter with that 14.
We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Using his feet. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Grant. That's caught. It's Perez. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run play action. Quick strike complete.
Complete on the play action. That's third.
Marshall comes to the line facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Marshall will punt once more.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive.
In the backfield still.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture.
Goes in motion.
From the gun, the running back has it. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The Dukes can really attack on this second and short. Offense changing the play. It's reverse.
They got to reverse the column. If he breaks through for a touchdown.
And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The mantra is always finish. They're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Alabama is on the short side of things right now, but like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by
I'm being hurt
7
off.
to
Comes back on the
Kentucky.
field.
Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin
He
and these
loses
guys
the
will keep
yard
an eye
on
on
the
it for
jet
us.
sweep.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
First down.
Man, this sophomore quarterback
They go
unleashed
to
a
hurry up.
cannon on that one.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. You got to communicate.
You just feel like the sense of urgency
Doesn't
is going up
connect
for this
very
offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got
come
no
take a
points
shot.
now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the
Getting
defense,
3
just a
yards
short
in the
gain.
RPO there.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Grant. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up
Then
just a little bit at a
4.
time to get to that
Goes
first
with
down.
another hurry up.
Marshall quick to the line. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose
He's
a yard
brought
on that.
down for losing a yard
We
before
don't like the play
another
call.
punt.
You're down
So
this
it's not
much
getting
against the
hurt.
best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back.
Unless
Through
he's
the
got
line.
space.
A huge return there.
gets the
Steps
dude
out of
for the
bounds, but man, they
50-yard
put
line.
his team in great position. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
He'll get some
Yeah,
nice
it's just
carries.
maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing.
That's
You got a
seven,
big
right?
lead. Let's just keep
That's the
piling it on
hurry
until
up
they
offense.
find an answer.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it.
And Petaway in the end zone on the option.
Touchdown, Dukes! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about.
The
27-0
Duke
here
had
in the
a
first
4-4
half.
lead.
This has been
4-11
all
to
home
19
team.
first half.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He breaks a tackle. Gets some work done there. Pick up
5
a
yards
4 to
on
the
the play.
22. Halfway there on first
Second
down
and
and
5.
2nd and 5. The pull and throw off the RPO.
It's the
Ripping off a
RPO. He
pretty
gets the
good
first
chunk of
down
yardage.
for a
They've
nice
got it out to the
game.
41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff.
And hit
Creating some
Tony.
space, getting
It's
just
now
enough good
Jordan
blocking,
Thomas
and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And after
Not
a
with the
successful run
defense
like that on first
needed.
down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 4th.
Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Snagged in the middle. It's short.
He gets the catch and gets a first down.
At the 17. We've reached the 2-minute timeout,
And now
and a
it's a
score
2-minute
on this
warning.
drive would do wonders for their confidence. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Grant. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right.
If he calls in the
They'll
catch,
have it 1st and goal. And this is
It's
a
1st and
really
goal.
important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Makes a
and
stop
Lynch
in the
can bring him
backfield,
down
moves forward.
and
This is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find.
And
and
he'll
he
step into the
gets
end
an
zone.
end zone on the
Touchdown,
scramble.
Marshall!
Finally put Marshall on the
And they
board.
didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive
Duke's
momentum,
gonna
and
have a
that is a
3-score
great
lead.
thing going into the half.
James Madison, 28. Marshall, 7.
On the
Okay,
move
let's
from
take the
inside his
return.
5. Not a lot of space to be
Look at
found.
the
Good
21
hustle by the
was
coverage
brought
team, and they
down.
stop him at the 21. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might
First
really get
match in the
aggressive.
backfield
I'd be
now.
aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the
There's
metal and
9
then
yards.
2-minute motor, try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He's in open space downfield.
And Minnow breaks
He's
one
loose.
through the
He's at
middle
the
of
30,
the
the
Thunder
10.
defense.
Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And the
He's
extra
now
point sails
leading
through,
the-
and they have a 35-7 lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Now you find out how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be
They
really,
go
really
to half
conservative, so I think it's an
win
opportunity to
30
be able to
yards.
take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before
This
then
will
you
be the
decide
last
really,
play
Jesse, how you
of
want to
the
finish
half.
the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart.
Well,
You're going to be
yeah,
aggressive with your
you
decision.
got 2 beats second
First
half.
half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeforth Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Past the first down marker and still running. He's brought down at the
Nice
29
run by
after a
Menor. He's
10-yard
pushing
gain.
100 yards for the day.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29.
Marion Jackson in the
On the
backfield
run,
now.
it's Jackson. Stopped after a
Breaks the
pickup.
first
A
tackle
good
and
run to
gains
get it out
5
to the
yards on the
34.
play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside
The
handoff,
carries
looking
for
for a
Jackson.
crease.
He met
And
at
this
the
one
line.
will be
Loses
stopped for no
yards
gain.
on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running
Head
backs
away,
in
now in
the
the
country. And we're
backfield
used to
now.
seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the
Breaks the
big guys
tackle,
up
but
front on
can't
defense
do it.
getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a
It's
tackle.
3rd and 17 now.
Man, those last two plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
Next is
Complete to
Fleming
the left.
for first
A huge
down.
play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be patting my...
Oh, he's got some space.
Barnett goes
Great
to
job,
hurdle
and
after
his
getting
savvy
first
senior to
down.
know
Takes
when he
the
just
shot.
needs to move the sticks with his feet. Just inside the red zone. 1st
And
and
with
10
all
from
on
the
the line
19.
for the Dukes today.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking
And
to
a
add to
yard or
that.
two.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He has kept those big,
Headaway
powerful thighs
knocked
churning,
down
but he'll
at
be
the
knocked
1
down
yard
at the
line.
1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1 yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming.
Headaway gets in the end zone for the Dukes also once again.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown for the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to add another.
76 rushing yards for Headaway on the day.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the
Almost 5
studio.
minutes
Kevin?
to take off that
Gentlemen,
drive.
just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But
Most
there's
of the
not a
Dukes
soul
bring
who
him
doesn't
down at
believe
the
they
12.
can't pull this off. They're trailing by 11 to New Mexico State. Two fan bases with very different emotions in
And
CUSA.
Weathers
as
is
we send it
injured
back to
after
you.
making
And
a
how about that
tackle.
one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Man
It's
down
2nd
on the
and
play
12
as the
following
officials
the
take a break
timeout.
to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, but not
3rd and
before
5
he takes a
following
chunk
the
out of
quick
what they
pass.
need to move the sticks. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. He'll keep it himself.
He's
They
met
tried
by
to go
multiple
smash
Dukes and
mouth
gains
on
a
3rd
yard.
and short, and
As
it
they will have
did
to
not
punt
work
once
against this defense. Marshall will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and take it back. Found a little running
Little
room on
turn
that
bubble
one.
up
Picked up
as he
some nice
crosses the
blocks
50.
before he's run out of bounds. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense
It was
doesn't
a
know how to
good
react
one.
to
He's
getting
almost
punched in the mouth on
at
that last
100
one.
So this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
Ryan Jackson
The
gains
Dukes in a
7.
good spot here with 2nd and short.
Headways back in the game for the Dukes.
The give to the back. Brought down, but not before he
Huge
rolled
reach
his
for
way inside the 10 to the 8.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal.
Next
Using the quick game.
RPO for a
Now
touchdown.
James Madison. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to throw, it's Grant.
He's brought down by Jordan Thomas for
And they
a sack.
tackle him at the 19.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
The
It's
Dukes
going to be
forced
incomplete.
the
A lot of
incomplete.
contact on the play,
Makes
but no
3rd and
flags. It'll be
16 on
3rd
the
down.
play.
The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's picked off.
And Tony Egan gets the pick,
He
and
managed
Jordan
a few
Thomas
yards
goes
on that
down
return,
once
but the bigger
more.
play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Running back searching for a hole.
Runner takes the
And the
carry and
defense
is met
looks
at the
for
line.
no pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing
And
the
there
ball.
goes
to
in
holes,
motion.
nowhere to
Finds his man. It's
Next
Smith.
Smith
He
Jr.
is
keeps
not afraid to
perfect
use that stiff arm as a weapon as he
his
bangs his way
10th
to the
completion
28.
of the game.
And the Dukes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. On the move, he fires.
Next with Collins
To throw that one
on
in
the
there.
pass
And he's
as
brought
we
down
enter the
after a
4th
nice
quarter.
gain. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So
That's a
1st down will
quarterback
open
in
up the
now.
final period. Trying to make magic on the scramble. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
RPO there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Fleming, he's
He's
brought
there to
down
make
for
the
a loss
stop,
of
and
2
they threw it in
anyway.
reverse, losing yardage on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Evans. Just a short pass to
Next
the
is
tight
winning
end.
once
He's
again.
brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down.
And I like
The
the
back has to
execution
let
by
you go
this
for
defense,
it.
understanding where the first down marker is. Let them throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a fourth down. Decision time for this offense.
Fires to the big fella.
Next is winning.
He will not
Get it.
get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
First turnover for the Dukes.
They'll start this drive going to the air.
And
Nowhere to
Brinkley
go
gets
on
the
down. He
sack
goes at the
for the
39.
Dukes.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on
Dukes
second and long.
defense needs to rest.
And how about this
Stop
offense,
the
man?
pass.
It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Stops him after
Screen
a
pass just
2-yard
not working
gain
there. And
on
you
the
figure at this
string.
point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Across the
He
45.
breaks the key
Now they're
tackle.
really
Is now
starting to
Patrick
threaten
Miller.
as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Play.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven
Now
has
Marshall's
dominated
backup
this entire
quarterback is
game.
in the game.
Rides the back
Didn't
and leaves
notice
it
that
on
at
the option.
first.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Long. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Keeps it on the bootleg. Trying to get rid of it. And a missed connection on 3rd down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance.
And he drills it.
Never a doubt.
Thunder and hurt on
Right
the
down
board
the middle.
once
Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
Cuts the Dukes
So
lead
after
to
the made
39.
field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Makes the quick
Nick
grab.
Jr.
At the 40, there he
That's
goes.
an
And they
RPO
don't
from
drag him
JC
down
Evans.
until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Duke, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll try the run. Gets it past the first down marker. and
Nice
still
game
running.
there.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Knocked
Breaks
down
through a
at the
hole
49
again.
after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
12 minutes in the game.
He'll do it himself. Big time
Nowhere
play
for
by the
Evans
defense.
to go
He'll
on
lose
the play.
4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got out of trouble and throws. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith.
That's Jr. with
That's about
another
as close
catch.
as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The officials stop the clock for a
valuable
2-minute
rest for
timeout, and the
backup
offense
here.
is that much closer to victory. Going to work in the red zone, they
Really good
can't pick up the
rest.
first down without getting it into the end zone.
As Minner gets into the end zone
With
with
that
the
last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. Opponents just cannot keep pace with them
This
and all of
offense
the
is
athletes they have on the
unstoppable.
offensive side of the ball.
56, Marshall, 10.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give out of the gun. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a
Running
great
out
job
the
today. I mean,
Thunder
they've
Herd.
really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead has ballooned like it has. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Now,
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the
it's
football.
the first down.
Tackled at the 43
That
after
was the
picking
last
up
play
10.
of the game. And the Dudes
When you
get
know
a
you
big
have a
win.
team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution.
Immediately make this type of an impact.
We will advance to week 13. The last regular season game. And the Dukes get a commit from the 3-star guard Eric. They're looking to close out. Sunbelt play undefeated. Check out the Duke's recruiting site. We are now ranked in the top 25 with our recruiting class. Quite a few commits here. Melvin Gordon, 5. The three big prizes: Melvin Gore, David Rugg, Kiki Watanabe. Philip Cheese will look to be the quarterback of the future. Alejandro Boozer looks to be a good punch in this running back run in the future. This first year, he will most likely be behind Terrell Mann, Brian Hill, Brian Chambers. We really expect Jackson to take the next big step for the offense and be the lead doghouse man for us. Look at our season stats. Alonzo Barnett, almost 2,500 yards, 30 touchdowns, and 11 picks. Over 1,000 yards to cut away on it. We have 11 rushing touchdowns. Brian Jackson has 10. And Terrell Mann has 7. Very talented three-headed monster. Each back almost has 10 touchdowns for the year. Receiving wise, Jalen Parkway, well over 1,000 yards and 15 touchdowns. As we have to get Travis Smith and Fleming more involved. Collins really stepped up recently while Ellis has been in the doghouse. Defensively, our leading tackler is Sean Dye, James Studio right behind him. Helen Lindstrom and Jordan Thomas lead the team with 20 TFLs. Jordan Thomas leads the team in sacks with 10, as Lindstrom has 7.5 and Berkeley 6.5, along with Michael McMullen having 6.5 as well. Very talented deep line work. Patrick Miller, the freshman, leads the team in picks as he has 3 for the year. This evening is tied for the team lead. Following 2 by Treshawn Dye and 1 by Jet White. Christian Rose has missed 1 field goal for the year. Hunter punted once all year. Nothing in the return game from McCarter and Wolowski. McCarter is likely gone after this year. Douglas and both entered the portal. They try to bring Levine back. but it might not because of Cheeseman. Next year's quarterback will be between Bryce Baker and J.C. Evans, as Philip Cheeseman will redshirt. The Dukes might bring in a transfer quarterback or two while they're at it. Running back room, Andre Lowry should stay as we will lose John Jones. Save this roster spot. I just don't know if he'll play with this skill set. Jackson Carter looks to be a major contributor somewhere next year. It just will not be for the Dukes fans. Receiving room, we'll have back Smith Jr., Mbakwe, Ron Collins, and we will try to bring back Clint Goodrich and Kevin Hill as well, who might be close to losing that red shirt spot. We lose Barber, Wislowski. Dylan Williams also looks to leave, but we keep Keelan Pickett. Fleming should stay. Pfeiffer should also stay. We'll lose two guys. Benson, hopefully, is anchoring left tackle spot. Big transfer for the Dukes. That's great for the year. Interior line will need some help. Jared Manning looks to take over the right tackle spot next year. Lindstrom should be back along with Bradley. I should have big years to go up to. Gordon Thomas should be an All-American and come back next year to be a high draft pick. Oh, nigga took a big step next year for us. He's going to be gone. KJ Flo will step up along with Jed White. Carl Root looks to make a big improvement. Be one of our starting outside corners next year, along with DeMar Tracken, North Ferguson, and Kai Caitlin. Patrick Miller should be here for 4 years. Malcolm Ziegler, the junior, had a great year so far. We look to bring him back. Look at the playoff bracket. SMU beats Florida State. Now we're projected to play A&M. What a playoff bracket. way it seems, I think Georgia Tech will lose to SMU in the conference championship for the ACC. If not Florida State, I see either Florida State getting in or Georgia Tech for that second spot. Kentucky, the way they're playing, I think they'll win the SEC. UCLA, they'll lose in the Big Ten championship if they make it. No, they won't because of Indiana. Houston, I can see them playing Cincinnati and still making it. I was gonna watch Nico, Jeremiah Smith, Norris Sellers, Julian Sand, and Fluff Brockwell falls to fifth following the bye. Jeremiah Smith shoots up the second following a big win against Indiana. As we come back with next episode, the Dukes will take on Coastal Carolina in the final regular season game of year 2.